been everywhere and back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm living life right now, man, and this what I'ma do till it's over. Till it's over, but it's far from over. One thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain, and I swear I got this shit that make these bitches go insane. So they tell me that they love me, I know better than that. It's just game, it's just what comes with the fame, and I'm ready for that, I'm just saying, but I really can't complain. Everything is kosher, 2 thumbs up, Eba and Roba. I really can't see the end getting any closer.
That was not supposed to loop. Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Is it fucking hump day already? That's nuts. It is I, your most excellent host, Alex from Sandro Says, here with Lil Zygmunt. If you didn't catch him yesterday, you can notice his amazing haircut and his new toys. He's got Buzz Lightyear. He's kicking his ass because he's more of a Woody guy. On tonight's show, I have a bit of a mishmash for you. I didn't have any great topics that I wanted to come up other than just some of the silly things I've seen this week, some of the videos. I'm a big Reddit, the subreddit WTF, and they had some fun stuff in there. And yeah, Colin Quinn indeed. Welcome to everyone here. Galactic Wrestling. See, I got it right this time. I didn't say global. Kimbo Lee, the godmother of the channel. BFF, consigliere to me. Little Lemmy, co-host, and also amazing person. Sandro is here. Yes, I am Sandro. I don't mind. I don't want to give away too much of the story because, like I said, it's going to be members only, but that is part of the reason my mom fought against it. So, I mean, with an Italian last name, the teachers fucked up my name bad enough as it was. So, before I get started tonight, I wanted to talk about 2 things. We have the Summer Movie Madness is moving along, and we have some great battles going on right now. And I dropped my Twitter link directly in the chat there in case anyone wants to check it out. But right now, we have 4 matchups that are finishing up. They are Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Bad Boys, Who Framed Roger Rabbit versus Speed, Terminator 2 versus Twister, which is a tie right now, which is nuts, and Total Recall versus Men in Black. So if you don't mind, please hop over to my Twitter. You don't have to follow me if you don't want to, but you don't have to be friends. But just, if you don't mind, just throw some votes on there, and let's help us get some victories here. Tolkien. Not only is Tolkien a cool, author, kind of. I don't know, I never really read him. But he's a very nice young man also. And he's got a great fucking head of hair, though, too. Let me say, Tolkien, I don't know what kind of L'Oreal products you're using, or if it's like a Garnier Fructis. Homeboy's got hair. Good eggs all around indeed. Yeah, exactly. You can't. It's hard to say my name, and I understand. It's fair. BMC, I was laughing my ass off when you said earlier that if you thought Ashley Cummings played with her hair a lot, wait till you get BMC on a podcast. Now I want to have you on the show so much just to see that. So I imagine BMC has flowing but shorter hair than Ashley Cummings, and she's probably not going to try stealthily to sell feet pictures. So there's always that. I did get something cool today. I've been selling a lot of crap around the house because I collect a lot. I collect movie stuff, I collect figures, jerseys, and I do plan on moving in the next couple of years, and it's just, no matter how much you have, it's always too much. So if I can get rid of some of the stuff I don't need anymore and don't want and make some money, that's great. But what I was also able to do, as I've been annoying everyone recently, I became a fan of Miami Vice. I started watching the show, I really fell in love with it, but I especially fell in love with one character who they killed off in the 3rd season. Spoiler alert from a show from 40 years ago. It's a character from, the actor is from Stripes, and he's a standout in the show in a funny way. I related to him a lot. There was one autograph of his on eBay, and it was going for like $80, I think. So I couldn't buy it at first, but I saved up and I was like, because I was trying to not add anything to the collection. But once I got rid of enough shit, I said, okay, now I can finally get this. And it's meant to be because it's a picture from my favorite scene of his. So it's a autograph of John Deals with Larry Zito from my favorite scene, already matted, beautifully done. I don't have too many autograph pieces in my collection. Back there, I have the guy who played Dante. I'm forgetting his name right now. I met him at a convention, and he was really cool. He signed something, and then that Lebowski picture. It's not signed, but there was a store in Manhattan called the Little Lebowski. It was a retail store dedicated to the Big Lebowski that existed for, I don't know, 10 years? It existed a long time downtown New York. I forget exactly where it was, but I went for my birthday when I first moved home because Big Lebowski was my favorite movie and probably still is my favorite movie of all time. I went there, and the guy that owned the place, he dresses like the dude. He would just get stoned all day. I don't know. He was rich for some reason. He would just sell merchandise from the movie and shit. I went back a couple years later, and the place was going out of business, I think, or something happened. It was my birthday again. I always would go for my birthday. And he gave me that off the wall, which was a picture that Jeff Daniels had given him. So even though it wasn't signed, I did believe it because there's pictures of him in there with Jeff Daniels like all over the place and stuff. So it was pretty cool, awesome place. So otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that. Thank you, Tolkien. Hugs, BMC. Hope you had a good day. What's going on with BMC? Come on, man. Ziggy may have to pee-pee. No, I just walked him, man. What's wrong with him? Your hair and you voted. Well, I'm proud to see that. Dude, what? What did I say? Dude, where's my car? All right, so let's get to some of the silliness that I put aside for today. First of all, did you guys hear about this guy that went out of his way to fuck with the HOA? Because I really love this guy. I really fucking love this guy. I'm proud of him. I think he's a great human being. I don't know why, even though I logged in earlier, it didn't keep me logged in. So let me just go back to where I was. If anyone lives in thank you. It was Greenwich Village. It was a strange shop. It was small. I have a picture I could pull up later, but I don't want to just kill the show while I'm looking for that stupid shit because I forgot I was going to talk about it. But let me share this shit. Let's go to the share screen. So, if anyone is familiar with an HOA, they're basically just dickheads that want to ruin your experience of owning a home. I mean, they're supposedly there for like cleaning the fucking snow or shoveling the snow or whatever, making sure things on the outside are okay. And, sometimes they do it, but usually it's a fucking long process for it. So this poor man, he was putting some awesome designs in his lawn, and they were like straight lines only. And he decided to completely just fuck them. So let's get to the clip here. Now, again, I don't know if it's one of those things where, even though I agree with him, I don't know if the HOA can still fuck with him now and still be like, well, even though that looks beautiful and you are right, look at the skill that takes, man. I remember my dad used to mow the lawn. He was not nearly this fucking capable. He couldn't have done that shit. And apparently it's not his first time fucking with the HOA. They told him he couldn't use sand on his lawn, too. And, well, here's an aerial view. Yeah, fucking TikTok, of course. No, I don't. God damn it. I don't have a TikTok account. I never have. Can you get the fuck out of the way, TikTok, please? Why is this not sharing? There you go. Apparently he droned it out. So he made like a little beach scene here, he said, because he wanted to bring the beach home with him. I give this guy fucking credit, but I don't know how it ends up. I want to know the after part. Did they fucking throw him out? What do you mean? All men do that? My husband won't let me mow. Why? Because you want to mow in cool designs and he won't let you? And yes, Ziggy is eating the ass out of that doll. Buzz Lightyear is allowed to have sexual preferences. We can't tell him what to do. My HOA was so fucking broken. One time they came and they complained about the screen in my back window, or my back window not having a screen, but it's a window that doesn't open. So why does it need a screen? And they've sent me a fucking letter that I was going to have to pay money for a fine because I didn't have a screen in that shit. And I flipped out because I said, you're going to talk about the screen when we haven't had lights outdoors for 2 years, and like this neighbor has this shit wrong, and you're worried about my fucking screen. And then they left me alone. Because usually the HOA just walks around when like they get a new guy, they walk around, fuck with you, and then you never hear from them again. One Pun, my man, hope the pups are doing well. Nice to see you. I just want to get to the tip top of an HOA, then just let everything get chaotic, or demand ridiculous things like only Dago closed every third door. Well, like my neighbors have they have this beautiful fucking like lawn setup, and the HOA gives them actually not lawn. We don't have lawns here. We have like the fucking patio shit. They have like all this beautiful shit on their patio. They're constantly fucking watering it. They got all these nice little plants and fucking bird feeders and stuff, and they're always breaking their fucking balls about it. It's like, come on, man. I don't get the point of breaking people's balls. So, asshole of the week. Here's this dipshit. Here's this dipshit influencer who bought a ticket to a World Cup game. And not just any game. This was one of the final matchups, one of the final 8 or 10 matchups. And he does this bullshit where he does a 5K and like, oh, hey, I'm in a fucking telephone booth. I'm going to do a 5K. Or I'm in my room. I'm going to do a 5K. I'm in jail. Whatever the fuck he does. But this cocksucker decided to get a ticket to the game. And like, I know, great, he paid for the seat. He could do whatever the fuck you want. But it's also like I paid for the seat at the movie theater. I'm going to go in there and fucking walk around in circles in front of people. It's just, it's not what you do. You don't do that at a fucking event. The people next to him, he kept bumping into him and shit falling over. And I'm embarrassed that he's wearing an Italian shirt, by the way. But like, this cocksucker, some of these people, when they go to these World Cup things, for those of you that don't know, especially these motherfuckers that came from overseas, you're talking about these people are spending thousands of dollars basically a day to be over here. If not like $500 to $600 a day. And then the tickets for a game are thousands of dollars. And they get seated just next to some influencer who doesn't care what's going on or where he is. He just knows it's an event. And he has to be there to do his 5K in a circle thing. I've rarely gotten into. I've gotten into fisticuffs one time at a sporting event, and it was a guy when a guy spilled his entire beer on me, and we were both rooting for the same team, which was he was in front of me and he dumped and a goal went off and he fucking dumped the whole beer out of excitement, like not on me on purpose, but I got soaked and I had my nice classic Bike Bossy jersey on, and me and my dad beat the fuck out of that guy, but. This just bothered me because it's like, you go to a game. There's been times I've gone to a games and you get sat next to the guy that's the drunk or the guy that's this. I can't imagine the guy that's fucking dancing around in his seat like a cocksucker. Can we see the clip again? I just want to see the clip again because I'll fix it next time. News.com.australia.
Yeah, also, it's a job,
yeah.
and
this goof ass. Look, he's getting his ass.
Keep pushing, and it's another game of
this
football
poor lady.
against the top nation, and that's what we're here.
Shut up, Englishman. Does this have noise? There we go. I didn't hear it with sound. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a fool.
Today I'm running a 5K in my seat at the World Cup. Sorry.
Like, bro, the minute you touch my lap, it's on, bro. The minute you touch my lap at a fucking sporting event like this. And that's Atlanta. That's the Mercedes or whatever the fuck, Silverdome, Superdome. Is that New Orleans or Atlanta? I'm sorry. I forget. Doesn't matter. It's in a place that I wouldn't be fucking around with people. I believe that's Atlanta. I wouldn't be pissing people off in that stadium for funsies. I know it's all like haha, and then you get fucking knocked out. So, all right, let me get the other clips going that I was gonna get to, and then I have a potential special guest that might be joining. I've heard from some communiques. Oh, of course I'm not signed in, you cock-ass. It's going to take a minute. Well, let me sign in. Now I got that song. Da na 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 na. Da 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 da. Ha da 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 da. Da na 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 na. What is that song besides the song from like Looney Tunes? It's got to have a name, right? It's not like it's not the Mexican national anthem. I fucking hope. Let me show my intelligence here. My worldly wiseness. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Okay, well, it's not let me sign in. That's not fun. Well, let me see if I could share from another side. Perfect. Cool. Here we go. Okay. First things first. I hope this is real. I don't know if it's real or not. But the U.S. Forestry Service, why the fuck am I zoomed in like that? The U.S. Forestry Service guide to, where the fuck did my thing go? U.S. Forestry Service guide to obliterating a horse with explosives. I feel like this comes around every couple years, and I don't know if it's real or not. But this was around before AI. This could have easily been around during that time when people were coming up with shit. But I do find it fascinating that, I mean, they've come up with a mathematical way to use your dynamite effectively. The part that makes me think it's not real, it's obliterating animal carcasses with explosives. Like, I feel like they'd use a softer term. Like disposing of animal carcasses with explosives, not obliterating. So, sorry, I missed some chats while I was there in the weeds looking for shit. The dogs are good. The old girl is just chilling. You should not call your wife the old girl. I don't believe they like that. I've always called them Big Mama myself. Ironically, the thin girls were fine with that, but the big girls were not. So, you learn. Someone from my friend's HOA tried to say something. Roy? I don't know what that means. Biscuits. Glad to see you, my friend. The rise of the influencer. That's the thing. It's like I don't mind influencers when they're sitting at home and they're selling their shit. But when these people are out in public fucking with other people's good time, that is the thing that when you look at old footage of stuff, and when I look at old videos of me and my dad at the World Cup and stuff, nobody's walking around just filming themselves. Like, there's this one influencer I cannot fucking stand. And she, all she does is, like, film herself reacting to sports. Like, and it's not, like, she just takes the weirdest angles of what she's saying or what she's rooting for and all this shit. And it gets clicks because it's a girl talking about sports and stuff, or like screaming at the screen, because that's what gets people clicking, I guess. But it's fucking nightmare fuel. I'd show that if I am an Islanders fan. Yeah, how did you know? I'm very excited. Very excited about the Islanders and how they're going to fail me this year. Someone in my friend's HOA tried to say something. Oh, because I said the Bossy jersey. That's right. Someone in my friend's HOA tried to say something about her that the stroller kept. You know what? Get fucked. A stroller? Come on, man. For kids? What are we doing here? Like, I understand if you have 4 strollers. Because I used to go to my drug dealer in the Bronx. When I'd go to his house, there were 4 strollers inside when you first opened the door of the house and you had to, get through where they kept the jackets to walk up the stairs. There were 4 fucking strollers there. It was ridiculous. They only had 1 kid, and he was 18 at that point. He was not in a stroller. So I don't know why they had so many. It was not my business. That was one of those places that every time I went to pick up weed, I was like, I need to get in and out quickly because I feel like the cops are closing in on this place at any minute. It was such a dirty fucking place. I saw the World Cup. I've been lucky. I saw 3 World Cup matches in the U.S. and 2 in Germany in 2006. So I'm very fortunate. I don't know how my dad was able to pull off the tickets in Germany in 2006. I know in 94, for the U.S., it was easier because we were my dad's part of all sorts of Italian clubs and stuff, so they were able to get tickets. Germany, there was lotteries and stuff. So we didn't get to choose what games. We just got random games, and we were very fortunate to get them. So, News on the wire. The Frito Bandito. Thank you. You guys, I'm enjoying. Cockass, aka laces out. See, that's how you get it, man. That's an unnecessary adjective. I'm not sure which one. When someone says, I listen to Prof because of Lemmy, I do. Dude, you got me listening to Prof. I have it on my list now. 2 different things. And it's banging music, so but that's what happens. You're originally from Oregon, nice. I spent a lot of time in Portland and loved it. I miss Oregon, but it was not for me long term, unfortunately. I listen to Prof and Ants Canada. My ex-girlfriend is a Tolkien influencer and is popular only because she's hot. So I took this name out of spite. Okay, well, you're one of my favorite people now because that's the type of spite that can, like Jim Cornette says, hate is a hell of a motivator. So I'm very proud to hear that. So I'm a Rangers fan, but I went to school at Hofstra. Dude, Hofstra, I went to a million games at Hofstra growing up. I fucking love Hofstra. Oh, nice. You're half Guinea, too. All right, appreciate that. I'm 99% Guinea. A little Swiss in me, too. All right, cool. Next thing on the most ridiculous bullshit list. Let me take a drink here because I'm going nuts. Can I download this? No, let's see if it lets me watch it without being signed into fucking Reddit. Yes, I'm over 18. Here we go. Okay, are we seeing this? So I've heard about this, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna wait until the stream to watch this because I don't know the story of what happened. I hope everyone's all right. From what I understand, the man got up and laughed it off. I don't know if that was a Huffington Post or actually a what's it called, Babylon Bee article or something. But for those of you not aware, people got a little too close to this nice. Is a bison. This nice bison in the park, and yeah, we had a little bit of a party. I have the sound turned up, but it's a security camera, so I also don't know if there is sound. Tell me it's Santa Claus that gets hit. And not the idiot in the Dolphins jersey. Ooh. Oh, he dodged him. Okay. This guy's got moves like Barry Sanders back in the day. Why'd you stop? Brother, why did you stop? Get behind that vehicle or in that vehicle, man. Not the one that just pulled up. There's a silver car over there. Now he's like, oh, whoa. Hey, he took it flat. He flat backed that bump, as they would say. Dude, that's fucking nuts. The reports that came out that said, oh, they're not going to euthanize that bison. Why the fuck would they euthanize the bison? What do they have them there for? If they're not going to just do their thing. Like that's just nature, man. The part to me that's fucked up is because we're going to go back and watch it again. But at the beginning, notice when the first car drives by, the bison is just starting his motion. So the two people who just saw a bison 100 feet away, because the car drove by, they've missed him going from 100 to like 50 feet. So it's like, surprise, motherfucker. So that's what gets me about this. That shit was quick. You got to respect nature, man. I fear no man. I fear the universe, which I believe is God, and I believe is nature. I fear those things altogether. Because nature, if you've ever been out in a fucking storm or something, you will fear the shit out of nature, and that's another reason. This is the best flavor. I'm very happy they came out with this white peach. I usually go the regular, and I try not to have too many of them, but especially for the podcast. I was at the gym today. I had a great day today. I was at the gym. All these people fucking with their cologne and stuff now. I remember back in the day, someone wore cologne at the gym. People would fucking yell at them. Now it's like it's a free-for-all in there. Guys with sandals, guys with fucking jeans. Only once? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. That's no Italian I know. They always go at least for 2 or 3. I saw this. We went to the res in North Dakota. They're huge. Yeah, we see them out here in Colorado. They're fucking massive. We go, like, my parents visit. They want to drive by and see the bison. But we ain't getting out and fucking approaching those sons of bitches. No, that's their business, bro. He was, in fact, big mad. I think he saw the picture and he said, you know what? I don't want to be on your fucking viral video, idiot. I will be your viral video. I won't be part of your vacation video. I'm going to be on Instagram and I'm going to be on TV. And that's what he did. So Billy Bison, I approve of you. You know, and especially if the guy fucking survived. If the guy died, I would have felt a little bad, but still, you don't kill the bison. That's like the idiots that go fuck around and like put their hand in the water at SeaWorld and then they lose an arm. It's like, well, you're not putting the arm, but if anything, put the guy down for fucking yeah. Yeah, it's a new thing. I've noticed that there's the majority of guys at the gym are still kind of normal, like let's say 40%, but then like 30% are guys that haven't showered in days, and they just smell like shit, and then a good 30% are like they showered right before they got to the gym. And this one guy today, he was circling me because he wanted the dumbbell I was using. And he just kept circling me. And I was losing breath because the motherfucker stunk of cologne or Axe or something. It was not fun, man. So, and then, yeah, just after it, it's just whatever. I don't know what's worse, though, that or the... So anyway, let's watch the bison one more time, because I think this is funny as shit. I wish there was audio for it. Santa's like, oh no. See, the bison's just chilling, and they're still taking pictures, and Santa's like, okay, let me... Now, the car's driving by... Okay, see, that's a forest ranger from what I could tell. This looks like from what I could tell, this looks like a fucking forest ranger that's, like, checking on things. Like, all right, what's going on here? But it looks like he's like, oh, yeah, it's probably fine. No sooner does this guy fucking pass, that thing took off. And that's the part that and now they're like, oh shit, he is upon us. The bison has spoken. And this poor dude, you know what? I feel bad to a point, but his survival skills are negative because at this point, what does he think he's fucking doing standing there? Why is he, is he behind a tree right now? Does he think that he's like, he's peeking out from behind the tree like a fucking ninja? There's a car right past this. Yeah, right there. There's a car. I would be behind that son of a bitch. I don't know what this guy was thinking. We don't know what happened to the person in the Dolphins jersey. For all we know, they got stomped into a mud hole. And then this poor guy, and he hit the tree on the way down. Ironically, the tree might have broken some of his fall. Well, God bless America. God bless that one. I don't even know what to say to that poor guy. Oh wait, we have some stuff going on here. Isn't that weird? Whoa! Let me join the stream. How did that happen? I was trying to make a better entrance. Good evening, Lemmy. How you doing, young lady?
I'm doing really good. Oh man. I saw Ashley Cummings post about that and I was like, I didn't see that clip. I hope I see it at some point. I'm very glad you played that clip.
Well, the people talking about the bison thing. It was going around and I figured I had to watch it, but I figured if I'm going to watch it, let me share it with everyone here. So thank you.
That was awesome. Also, just FYI, I watched this guy that raises bulls on the internet, and he says if you're ever in that situation where a bull is actively charging at you, your best course of action is to curl up in a ball as tight as you can and literally kiss your fucking ass goodbye because you're fucked.
I was gonna say, there's really one of those things that like. Everyone's like, oh, play dead or do this or that. I was like, I don't know what'll work at that moment. Mm-hmm. They're animals. They don't play by a playbook. Who knows how you smell that day, if you smell attractive or not to them, to what they want to eat.
If they want,
Yeah.
if the smell of you is actively pissing them off.
Yeah. Well, like my dad was always like, "Oh, let's go do the running of the bulls," and I'm like, "Well, I don't want to." I mean, the idea. I'm like, "Oh, it's cool, idiots running in the street," but it's also like, I don't like taunting the animal like that. Like, hey, chase me and gore me up the ass. Like, no, that's not for me, bro. So I never was able. And then he got too old to keep asking us, so it worked. Just stalling, but. Thank you for Lemmy is here tonight because tomorrow night we are joining on our righteous voyage. We are going to 1970, and tonight, instead of just waiting until tomorrow night or doing it on Monday, I figured let's have Lemmy here and let's watch some of these horrible commercials from the 70s. I have some commercials, in fact, including our friend Bill Cosby, who we were just talking about the other night, myself and Lemmy. I have some commercials with Bill Cosby, among others, that. The title is Poorly Aged Commercials from the Early 70s. So let's see what we get, and let's have a little fun to finish the stream, and then this will basically lead us into tomorrow night's excitement. So everyone, please hit the like button in honor of Lemmy taking time out of her schedule and coming in to hang out.
Sooner or later, you're going to try a White Owl, and when you do, we got you. Maybe we'll get you with the Great White Owl flavor, or the mildness, or one of the Great White Owl shapes, like this, New Yorker. But we're going to get you. You know we're going to get you. It's only a
Black
matter of
Gino
time,
Visconti.
and then we're going to get him, White Owl. We're going to get him. White Owl. We're going to get you.
How many times you got to say it? I would trust Cosby with a drink first before Visconti. So, I mean, there's that. But when he said there's other shapes, what the fuck other shapes are cigars coming in the 70s? Did they have square ones and stuff? This is I got to do some research here. Shit. All right, what's this guy doing?
Gee, Dad, you look terrific.
Thank you. Weight loss clinic.
You know, honey, it's
Not what I was
really nice
expecting.
coming home to a slender wife again.
Thank you, Weight Loss Clinic. Thank you, Weight Loss Clinic.
You see squaws in big powwow? They talk about big deal at Arrow Ford. You buy a car or truck this month only, you get free 100 gallons of gas plus a $100 gift certificate from Penny's. Buy lots of beads. Or you can apply to purchase. You want to know how? Come with me to my teepee.
Oh, it's still going.
Just follow
It's still
Arrow.
going.
If you're the type of girl that doesn't like being noticed, please don't wear our sexy legs pantyhose.
Hello, sexy legs.
If you're in the least bit embarrassed about being admired, we honestly recommend you don't wear sexy legs.
Hello, sexy legs.
Because you're going to be noticed in sexy legs anti-static sheer to the waist or regular brief pantyhose. Superb quality at a supermarket price.
Hello, sexy legs.
Hey, Jake.
Oh, hi, my man.
You know, I grew up in California, so naturally I got to know a little something about sunglasses. And that's why I wear polarized Foster Grants, especially when I drive. Because nothing cuts through glare better than these. Of course, another reason I wear polarized Foster Grants is they look so good. And after all, when you're a star running back, you have to maintain a certain image.
Aww. Gary!
Rest in peace, King.
I mean, I can see it. I can see how he did not do it. I still think that this might have been just a setup. He just might have
I
been
think it was
nervous.
set up.
And
I agree with Balls Deep. I think that we were talking about this morning. Balls Deep in the chat said, I'm pretty sure it was his son and OJ was covering for him. There's good evidence for that, I feel like.
Wow. And they would look alike. But why would the son cut his mom's head almost off?
That wasn't his mom.
Oh, that's right. It was his stepmom at that point.
They fucking like hated each other too. I'm pretty sure like he hated that bitch.
It always, it always creeped me out how The Fugitive came out so soon after that or around that time because it's the murder scene in The Fugitive almost in a way echoes the OJ murder where it's like, you know, you don't know exactly what happened and stuff. I don't know. I thought it was cool. If only OJ was in The Fugitive because it would have been filmed right before. So, All right, let's see what kind of things they have to say about Native Americans.
Wowee! Sorry, CG. I didn't know the gum was loaded. You didn't know Freshen Up's loaded with extra flavor?
That's blackface.
Didn't know the gum was loaded. No ordinary gum.
How much you want to bet this is not the only blackface we're going to see in the next 8 minutes?
Oh, yes.
Like this.
Didn't know. The gum was loaded.
Incredible flavor you can't miss. Didn't you know Freshen Up takes flavor-packed gum and loads it with extra liquid flavor? Now I do.
Freshen Up.
It's loaded.
With flavor.
I can't imagine what carcinogens were in that fucking gum.
First, you
Probably
said,
tastes
"Hello,
amazing.
sexy legs." Hello, sexy
Clean the
legs.
shit out of your teeth.
Now, say hello, sexy nicks. Hello, sexy legs.
Oh, well, this is the Brits.
Sexy nicks.
She's all happy about it, isn't she?
Now, sexy nicks. Top fashion knickers at supermarket prices. Hello, sexy legs.
Why is it a creepy Italian guy? I got to see that again.
Knickers at supermarket prices.
Why did it say-
Hello, sexy legs.
Why does it have to be a creepy Italian guy, you motherfuckers?
Like a priest.
You know,
Fucking
by
priest,
now
that
you
changed his life, man. He hasn't felt that hard since he saw little John.
might be buying gasoline by the liter. Hi, I'm Sandro Kenny, a member of the United States Metric Board. The metric system is becoming part of our lives more and more these days, including the gasoline we buy. And many service stations have already converted their pumps to dispense gas by the liter. You'll notice there's no more half pricing either. The full amount you see in the pump window is the full amount you pay. If you're like me, you usually fill it up or ask for gas by dollar amount. And with liters, you still get the same amount of gas for the same dollars. If you'd like to know how to figure your car's mileage using liters, the United States Metric Board can really help. Write to us with your questions or your opinions about metrics. The address is the Metric Board, Box 7700.
It's about switching to the metric system. This poor woman.
44.
I noticed that she has no children in that car.
Probably a fucking hippie.
I was gonna say, she's a closet hippie. She had to get a job after the 60s ended.
A Broadway light, you'll find there's magic in the night. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. When you're dressed in fancy clothes, you want a special pantyhose. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. Hanes will make you smooth and silky, shapely, sexy. Heads will turn, you know it's true. All eyes can't help but notice you.
Hanes pantyhose, ultra sheer, and now understatement too.
This one I know. This one I've seen before. I think this has gone viral a couple times. I'm just going to the chat. People are, and for some reason the chat didn't update. I'm sorry guys, I missed a bunch of stuff. I used to get that gum from my mom and it was nasty. Okay, that makes sense. Native Americans were game on back then. At least they were being acknowledged, unlike now. Well, that's a whole nother issue. We can make that episode next week. If someone said hello sexy legs to me, I would ask if they needed glasses, but I wouldn't be upset. It must be a thing in Britain, I guess, that you can walk up to women and say, hey, sexy legs. I don't think even and I've said a lot of ridiculous things to women to get their attention. I've never walked up and said, hey, sexy legs, because to me, that's like a way to get slapped. There's no real smooth way to pull off, hey, sexy legs. You sound like a pervert. Especially if I'm not like a kid anymore. It's not cute. If I was like 12, yeah, it's cute. Suck it, Drago. I can always get behind that. Oh my God, she can handle pumping at her. Good Lord, Kim, get your mind out of the gutter, young lady. Of course they would have pushed the metric system. It's interesting because I'm curious to see as I'm looking in the 1970 for tomorrow that it's going to be about, you know, how much, because that was a big story in the 70s about possibly switching over to from whatever the fuck we're on to the metric. So anyway, let's get back to these commercials.
The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster. A great new game from me.
Looks amazingly fun, but I never heard of it, so I have to assume that those things would fly off and injure people, so that's why this was like...
Sure, yeah.
Those things, because if you use it and then you take it out, it's like, oh, that's not going to last.
Could you imagine a couple of like 10-year-old boys playing that, being like, just keep your fingers there. I want to see like if it hurts, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's. I mean, I shot myself with an airsoft gun. We've all done stupid stuff, but that's how you play that game. Oh, you didn't know, Tolkien? Oh, you have it at home, and he didn't have the instructions all this fucking time. Poor Tolkien, man. I'm sorry, bro. Well, that's what we're here for.
Oh, I've seen this.
There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby.
This is crazy.
So love made Baby Soft with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy, informing bath, body lotion, body powder, and body mist. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around.
What is she
Love's
licking it
Baby
for?
Soft, because innocence is sexier than you think. For your baby.
Narrated by
Christmas.
What the fuck was she licking it for?
I'm afraid we'll have to call the garage, Mrs. Olson.
Oh, thank you so much. I hate to be such a bother.
I would have never guessed that the 70s was hornier than the 80s. I figured they were more reserved back then. Wow.
No bother at all.
Well, while we're all waiting, I'll make some coffee.
Don't you think she's got enough
BMC, get out of the chat. I'm sorry. I can't have that type of shit around here. I don't appreciate it.
trouble?
Oh, I wish I could make coffee he likes.
I find you have to start with the right coffee. So I always use Folgers.
All coffee's the same, Mrs. Olson.
Oh, no. Different coffees taste different. And I think Folgers taste best.
Why is Folgers so different?
It's specially blended.
Joe ought to like this.
Hey, that great smell coming from your coffee pot?
Uh-huh.
That's good coffee. There's one more problem.
Oh.
We're gonna have to get a bigger pot.
I find it hard to believe that Elsa from the old world is all about instant coffee. But,
They were all about making instant coffee commercials back in those days. Gummy Chainsaw has been doing a couple of these, and a lot of them were instant Folgers, instant Maxwell House. There was a lot of instant Maxwell House.
I feel like when we grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, that was a huge thing. Folgers and stuff. The first thing in your cup is Folgers in your... Well, okay, whatever. That's not the rhyme. Yeah. But it's like... I feel like that died out, and they're still at the fucking store, but I don't see I don't see commercials anymore. It's fascinating to me.
You see Applebee's commercials about it.
Applebee's coffee commercials?
No, just Applebee's commercials like on TV. Period. That's it. They're all like Outback Steakhouse, Applebee's, Subway.
I forget what comedian said it, but why is every Applebee's sticky? Or is it no? They said every Denny's is sticky, which has now, in my opinion, every
syrup.
Applebee's
There's syrup everywhere. It's a fucking breakfast house, dude.
Denny's, I understand. Applebee's, there's no excuse. It's just
true.
gross.
It's
just
grown coffee. You'll like the flavor.
Dried beer.
I'm here to tell you the story of how Red Pop began. A long time ago, our tribe was hot and thirsty, and the great
It's another guy in blackface.
Spirit Fago appeared and said,
"Hey, send your mama straight up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring
and
home
I
a
call it
Faygo."
Red Pop. You can share it with the early settlers when they come to America. It will give them something to give thanks for. And you, running pudgy, be thankful for Diet Fago.
No, I am, Chief. I am.
Faygo commercial? How long has Faygo been around?
And we'll never stray away from good
Yeah.
American wood.
By the way, that was Jamie Farr from MASH, and among other things, as the Indian in the Faygo. And Faygo's one of those, I guess it's one of those old-time things that just, it's been local, and then because of ICP, it became
I would
more
drink
known,
more Faygo if it didn't go flat in literally 1.5 seconds after you open the bitch.
I've had it, but the flavors are really intriguing to me, but I think they use an artificial sweetener that I can't have. They use like sucralose or something like that, and it fucks with me. So I appreciate what Faygo does, and I like the fact they spray it all over their fans and shit. I think that's cool. But, I'll
keeping
just
them in business, dude. Nobody would buy that shit.
I mean, now you see it in 7-Elevens. I honestly can't believe that would have happened if not for the Juggalo community. Because of the Juggalos, then it was in TV shows and stuff and movies. So even though it was like a joke, people were still like, oh, Faygo, now I know what that is. And then plus people from Michigan or whatever are like, oh my God, yeah, I'll pump this stuff in my blood. It's great. So.
We don't want to vote. Women shouldn't vote. We don't want to smoke. Women shouldn't smoke.
All right.
Don't want to do
this
what our brothers tell us to do. Oh, we don't want to smoke. No.
It's a joint there, sister.
American womanhood is good.
You come a long way, baby, to get where you got to today.
Virginia Slims. This is the taste for today's woman. With rich Virginia flavor you like. Tailored slim for your hands, for your lips. Virginia Slims.
You got Virginia Slims now, baby. You come a long, long way.
Are you a non-smoker? Do you want to start smoking?
Do you want to look
Slims.
cool?
Yeah.
Do you want to look cool? All right, I have a couple quick things, and then we will preview tomorrow night and get out of here. Okay, so this one is called Racist Commercial.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sorry, I just went right for it.
A man fills many roles in his lifetime. Provider, protector, master of the house. As a father, you have a vital role in your family's life. They depend on you to be there. We help to make sure you can fulfill that promise because, no matter what they call you, at the end of the day, you know you're just Dad.
That doesn't feel real.
And there's the black guy in the back working?
That's not real.
That doesn't... Oh, no, okay, well, next time, when we get to the 60s, I have a Paul Lynde one. I'll have to save that. Okay, one last one. That was supposed to be from the 70s, too. That did not look 70s, so I got bamboozled there. I'm sorry, everyone.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match or cigarette and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
That was horrifying.
That was a fucking jump, all right. That was a jump scare and a half. Sorry, Smokey. I want to light more fires now, bro. Anything. I don't know who that woman was, but bring her back.
Set that on fire. Yeah.
Jesus, send that thing back to hell. All right. Anyway, so that was it from the silliness. Lemmy, thank you for joining. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we go into 1970. Do you have any other plugs? Lemmy, go ahead. Tell us what's going on. I know you do your morning thing, and you do the Houston.
Yeah. Yep. I do a morning show. Come hang out with me in the morning. It's pretty fucking cool, man. And then tomorrow night we're doing Hughesy's. It's a members. I think he's starting to do like a members only on Thursdays. So if you're, we're not drinking though, so don't expect that shit. But come hang out.
Yeah, Lemmy's morning shows are amazing. If you're up that early, it's good music, and she talks, and we have a lot of fun in there. And most of you people are in there, so thank you for coming by tonight. Appreciate seeing you all. BMC, Kimbo Lee, it rhymes, Tolkien, GWF, everybody else. If I missed you, I'm sorry. But this was awesome. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me.
And we will see you tomorrow.